Hello, hello, hello all. Yeah, we
Love
need to
that
jam out to
stuff.
that.
Love that stuff.
One day we're gonna start it up and we're gonna be covering it, and you think it, and you're gonna think it's gonna be the
You're the one with
intro.
the electric guitar, so you need to be able to playing it with your teeth and everything, or tongue or whatever.
Yeah, it's got a sweet bass line too, though.
Mm. Is that one
Very,
of those free to use
it
intros?
is a free to use person's music.
It's really nice for you. It sets up
It
your
is, yeah.
whole
It's hard to find a good one. Like this, very like out of all the ones I've found, it's stands out as being.
it's been over a year, and every time it plays, I still slap a bias, man.
Yeah, I can't help it. I can't help it. I put it on videos at first, and then now I'm, not. Um,
All
Germ,
right.
let's just intro the show as saying
Shout
welcome to Art
out.
Bros. Huh?
Shout outs. Welcome to Art Bros, guys. B
Yes.
Rose. Bow, sir. Congratulations on your release. I just saw him in the chat. I got to sit there and say that. Sarah Bum is doing really good, dude. Congratulations. So let's start from the top. Cole Man, how you doing, Cole Man? Infinity, how you doing, sir? How you doing, bro? It's good to see you around. Joe, that's you. Next at D-Wag, duke it out, D-Wag. D-Wag's birthday was just the other day, so he's grown older than all of us. And Noah actually was trying to steal D-Wag's birthday last week. So, I don't know how that ever ended up. But Derek Clay, hello, Derek Clay. Congratulations
Derek
on
Clay's here,
your
dude.
dude. He's been banging some stuff out too, bro. Like I love the fact we're in a group with a bunch of artists, man. Steven De La Vega, what's up? How are you doing? Collision Bomb, bow. What's up, darling? It's good to see Christopher Fiscus. Yes, and guys, again, Chris has made the best 3D print of my Taj sculpture that I had Harry, Harry, we worked with Harry,
Yeah,
had him
of course.
resculpt in 3D. That's the best 3D sculpture I've ever seen. So continuing down. Amaris,
Continuing
what's
down.
up? Amaris, how are you doing? Hey,
Oh,
stupid Joe.
you can't just
LOL.
welcome her. You have to address her mean comment.
That's what I'm reading. Hey, stupid Joe. Boy, is my partner mad at me for ignoring him to harass you.
Well, actually, that's actually kind. Okay, I
That
take it
is
back.
that is a comment well spent, time well spent. Well done, well done, well done. All right, Pedro, what's up, Pedro? Pedro, those are cool guys over there, over at Pedro and Ginger's. Guys, if you have not subbed over to there or any of the guys I have mentioned, go sub, go share.
Yeah.
And there's Sherry. Hi, Sherry. It's stealing.
And Sherry's here.
All right, hi, Sherry.
My new fiance.
Oh! If I'm not mistaken, you all went out for a celebration and her hair color has changed.
Not really.
It's blue.
Yeah, well, it was just
It's
less
blue.
blue before.
It's blue.
It's blue now. Yeah.
It's Star Circuit blue hair.
Yes, very hip.
Very hip. Very hip.
Look, I didn't force her to make it exactly like my character or anything.
I was about to ask you, man. It was like, what's going on over there?
Dude, look, man. We have rules in the house.
Sitting there cracking the whip, being like, "Oh, your hair blue."
No, she told me she wanted to go back to the hardcore blue, so I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna stop you.
Not gonna stop you. It's funny because you're going on other streams and saying things like, yeah, I've got a character that's kind of social justice warrior, blue hair. Now it's your girlfriend or fiance.
Fiance now.
Well,
I like it because we can give it they've given the blue haired people a bad name, and
exactly. So let's steal it back.
We're stealing back the blue hair. You can't just take
you're the paragon of blue hair right now. And speaking of blue hair, Chrono Cross is having a remaster, and I can't wait.
Who has blue hair on that show? The guy?
The main character.
Main character guy?
Yeah.
Cool.
But anyway, all that.
Good to have all you guys here.
B-Rose is right. We're here for the Ballad of Celestials.
Yes, he is right. You can forget about my problems with my beard, and actually I'm sick today, so I'm drinking instead of wine, I'm drinking a hot toddy. I don't know if you know what that is, but
I
it's
do.
pretty much like it's like tea and lemon and whiskey.
Yeah.
So gotta have whiskey in there. It's a main ingredient.
So Joe, after his, I didn't even ask you if you proposed. Why didn't you film
Sherry's
your
here.
proposal? There's Hip.
I mean
Sherry.
The first minute she can't hear you, but she's making an appearance here.
Yep.
Wow.
Look, super blue.
No. Okay, so can you tell us how he proposed?
All right.
It's not filmed. It's not filmed. It's not nowhere.
How I proposed, but
On one knee. That's
on
how I
one knee.
Oh no! You trained her for that one. No. No. There's a story here.
I took her to a secret courtyard with a weird reflection pond, and I did there.
It was very
When I say
fairy fountain.
Yeah, it was very fairy fountain.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
I believe it. Fairy
Pretty much that.
He did good.
fountain.
All
I believe
right.
it.
Really good. Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
he did good. All right.
That's awesome that she made a number one appearance. That's the first appearance. Episode 73.
She's an awesome artist. She graduated doing art stuff, so watch for her stuff coming up, creeping up.
Yes, for sure. She's like skyrocketing her improvement, and because she's trying different things. So even in the new stuff, she's
so am I invited to the wedding like I was to your bro's wedding?
Of course.
Okay.
Dirk's in the chat and in the back room saying congrats.
I've got ideas.
Oh yeah, for my wedding?
Yeah.
For a bachelor party?
No, for wedding.
Okay,
I'm not really
you don't have
party
any say in the wedding
That's all
ideas,
you.
dude.
That's all
you.
No. I'm talking about no. Like everyone's gonna be dealing with the wedding, but I'm gonna be dealing with your attitude during the wedding. Does that make sense? So you're the one that's got to play the little tricks, the little gags, the little funny things, the little fun things. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so you got to subvert the expectations of the formality.
I'll take that.
Of the whole thing. Okay.
I just can't take any Jeremy's suggestion on venues. You know what I mean?
No. Mine would be in a sewer, Cowabunga, dude.
That's right. Like,
yeah,
Jerry, we're going to New York, but we're going to a sewer, and it's gonna be great. Okay, so
exactly. Collision Bomb called it. She said Jeremy will show up in a Ninja Turtle costume.
There you go, dude. We'll all be wearing onesies.
She knows us. She's been watching the show. All right. So yeah, Palace Celestials. Let's get into this.
Yes, let's introduce our guests. It's been too long.
Yeah.
So I've seen these guys in chat, and on the Twitters, of course. I've seen some of the work go around, and I think a preview back in the day. But now it is funding. It's been out for a week or something? No, more than that, two.
About a week and a half or 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, so let's bring them up. We got Murph and Dirk with their new book. What's up, guys?
Hey, good evening.
Thanks for having us.
Have you on the show.
Yes, thanks for.
I'm glad you. We said this in the back room, but I'm glad you guys have gray in your beards because I was feeling old, and now I just feel normal. You know, Jeremy's just the young chicken back there.
Got to age gracefully, man. Just let it go.
Let it go. Well, this whole engagement and wedding talk is, it all has to come into play. So I'm going to either buy it or get rid of it.
Joe, the left, this side, this was Star Circuit gray.
Oh this that is just my printer. Literally,
that's awesome.
I was Tony Stark before.
It's just wisdom. That's what it is.
Right.
It's the wisdom coming out.
That's right.
That's what I tell.
XP showing.
That's what I tell everyone. So yeah, you got a new book. I don't know your history on making books, guys. So maybe we can go for. I'm gonna move Murph to the left. Not for any particular reason.
Is the great writer,
so let Derek know the reason. Let Derek know the reason. It is Murph and Dirk. That's
okay.
The reason.
Murph and Dirk. I just liked how the colors were more balanced. This way, you guys are dark on one side and we're kind of
right.
Hold on.
Here. We all know who the superstar is, so it don't matter.
Are one of you guys wearing a hat just so we can try to keep different? You take off the hat. Are you bald too? Because you guys almost look like twins. This is insane. Look at this. Oh my god!
You guys are like twinning, dude. Almost
insane.
That's awesome.
Funny. In the parlance of our times.
All right, getting serious. Be serious.
So yeah, I don't know. You guys don't have to go into your old the age talk. Just tell me what your history with comics is, like what you like. Let's just keep it simple with maybe why do you like comics and why did you start making them?
You want to
So
go
maybe
first? You want me
Murph.
to go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'll
Go
go
ahead.
first.
Yeah.
So the first comic book I got into was, it's funny that you were saying, but it was Ninja Turtles. It was the adventure ones though that were like the cartoon, and my parents were all about it because I would read. So they were all about it. They would, get me them. They would be in the Rite Aid and things like that. So those were my first. Then my uncle, when he saw that I was into that, he showed me the X-Men, and my mind was blown. I was like, it was amazing.
You remember if it was like a Lee run or
it was the classic, the
else?
really cheap, because they were cheap too. The X-Men classic, where they were the redone, and they would have like an extra story in the back that wasn't in the original run, and so they were cheap. I think they were like $1. So it was easy to get a bunch of them.
Nice.
Everything was cheap then.
Yeah, and I'm all about team books, and I fell in love with Wolverine, Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler. I think those characters are just amazing. And so I read comics probably till I got out of them when I started getting into sports. When the Dream Team came, that made me fall in love with the NBA. And then I got back into it when like the X-Men movie came out and they had the Ultimates run. And so I was back into it then. And I've kind of gone in and out. Walking Dead got me back in.
So you follow story arcs and not necessarily artists, I imagine.
Yeah.
I identify with that more. Like that line of storylines more.
Oh, because Walking Dead art is not good. It's not good at all.
It's rarely
That's true.
mesmerizing or something.
And their games aren't games; they're interactive movies. But
it's on a different level there. So, what about you, Dirk? What's your experience with comics early on?
Well, I mean, I grew up reading comics when I was little. I used to go to my grandmother's house and find all of my uncle's like Left Behind comics, And so
Left Behind, the series Left Behind, or
no,
Left Behind, like they were left behind,
like forgotten, abandoned.
Yes.
And she just kept them for all the grandchildren, So all the grandchildren were like ripping them up and cutting them up, and they didn't care about them, but I would read them. And so I grew up with that, and then I grew up in the Star Wars era. So for me, man, like in the early 70s or late 70s, I mean, it was my like I was 5 or 6 or something whenever that came out. It hit me pretty hard. And then the 80s was just chock full of greatness. He-Man, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, all that stuff. So that tied in with it. And then I just have a love for art. I've always drawn since as far back as I can remember. So it's always been an influence.
That's huge. Yeah. That's huge. I relate to that. As like someone that I didn't really take art seriously until I was in my 20s, but I always do a little bit I was always creative, at least.
Stupid. You're stupid, Joe.
Look, man, I was.
Look how good Star Circuit came out. You've been pocketing that.
Pretty good. Yeah, it looks great, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all compliments. But we are here for your book, in which you started making. Is this your first entry into your first foray into making books, making comics?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah.
So you guys this is your debut, like my book.
This is the debut. Yes.
And I'm still waiting. I've got mine in the works. So this is.
Right. You're not in this conversation, Jeremy. All right. This is for people to have a book out. All right.
Look, just because the last guest got a little fresh than me last night, doesn't mean I ain't got some.
That's right, dude. If you need to go watch Jeremy's roasting, it was.
He tried. He tried.
Fresher Luke.
He tried.
He had a couple zingers, and I can't remember if they were back room or
cheap.
in the stream.
They were cheap zingers. Go back his book, not a stand-up comedy. Okay.
Either way, it's very refreshing for it not to be me getting burned. So I liked it.
Nice.
Chris Fisk just said, "Wait, is Joe in the Crack Pack now? Will there be a Crack Circuit book coming? You never know, dude. Because I'm starting a new website, which I can do a little teaser of later.
Ooh, nice.
And maybe I can throw a little crack Easter eggs in there.
On Joe's Star Circuit review, they asked if you were Crack Pack, and or they didn't ask. They said, "Joe's Crack Pack, right?" And they said, "Yeah, Joe's Crack Pack. You're Crack Pack, bro. You even made a video that denounced Crack Pack, and you're Crack Pack."
Look, I'm cool with it because I have the beard and it looked like I'm all about it. So
Yeah.
Your art shows you're Crack Pack.
look, I don't mind. It's just it's a
so
word,
does
and I
Ballad
like
of
the crew. I like the
Celestials.
Crack Pack itself.
I've been pushing this.
All right, but I'm glad you guys are all here to be involved in my entry back to Crack.
Awesome.
Back to Crack, and let's get back into the Ballad of the Celestials.
Back to Crack.
Back to Crack. So, this being your first book, who came to who? I guess maybe usually it's the writer going to the artist, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's artist?
So I'm the writer. I actually been writing novels based on this. This is prehistory. This is our world. It's Earth before the flood. One Pangea, and Derek and I, we met because we worked together, and we were at a convention, and it was boring as hell. And Derek was just doodling, and he doodled Batman. It was like really good. I was like, dude, you're really good. And from that, I think it kind of made me comfortable to bring up my story that I never really told people about. I don't think I would have ever. I had about 10 to 12 novels, probably around 80% done, but I don't think I would have ever put it out there. And he really digged the ideas I had, and it kind of just happened. It's
the only
we started having conversations, and then realized that we had a lot in common, and like in our love for like mythology and some like nerdy shit. So we were like, okay, let's make this happen.
Yeah. Usually a common idea, a common goal, a common theme between you guys are gonna push it. I'm glad to see your art because I saw. I'm pretty sure on the Twitterverse I've seen some things, and then seeing this, you almost recognize your style. You got an interesting, not interesting, but we'll say like I could tell. I think. Anyway, let's get into. Do you have a trailer before we jump in?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
You want to do the trailer right off? Okay,
Sure.
I feel like let's go in there fresh.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Before the ancient flood, continents are connected, mankind is divided, and the Celestials are perched in wait. Because of this, an evil force arises to conquer the earth. Mare and his small group of warriors encounter this evil and are thrust into a crisis that will disrupt the fate of humanity.
Nice.
That's like about the best indie kind of feel of a trailer you can get. Because like whenever you do your own music or you have like I don't know, like
It's very the folky sound of the music matches the feeling I get, the Renaissance D&D that I get from going through the images. I talked about Ballad of Celestials a couple episodes ago on Art Bros.
You did.
Me and Joe were just basically praising, creators that we're seeing in the group.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And there was a moment where they're there in the pathway at, attacking. There's a battle about to happen, and I was like, that right there. I've played that in Rollmaster. I've done that.
That's great.
So
That's really cool.
Totally
Yeah.
bragging this up.
So that was my band playing the music.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so Ugly Tongue. So we have a lot of different songs we do, but yeah, I thought
Ugly
why try to
Tongue.
get why try to get somebody else to make music? We already had music.
You have a
know?
website?
Yeah.
All right.
I can get you guys. I'll put it to you in the
send it in
private chat.
private chat.
Put in
Send
the private chat.
I'll do
Yeah,
it.
dude. So maybe Murph can give us a little bit of maybe a little more in depth of what's going on with the first installment here.
Yeah.
First of all, is it installment or is it like a one shot? Let us know.
No, it's definitely an installment. So this is the first act of a 3-act part. And so what's happening in this book is we're meeting our 5 main characters. It's always going to be a team book. Like the trailer said, this is before the flood. And about 3 generations ago, there was a big war that happened, and it kind of took all the different cultures, kingdoms, tribes of mankind to get together to get rid of the force. But there was still like a remnant around, and Mare's grandfathers were like the champions of those wars. So he was going to every country, kind of taking apart anything that was still left over. You see that kind of with the Beast, and he's kind of made this crew up as he's went to different cultures. And so in this story, when they're doing what they've been doing, something happens. There's a revelation that happens that changes what they're doing. And so they're going towards Mare's home, and they kind of intercept this group of people that they're kind of more like terrorists. They don't believe humans should be living in boxes or castles or whatever, that we should be among the forest and the woods just like animals. So they're just there to destroy it. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so Mare's there with his group to kind of stop them from doing that. So like I said, I had novels, so we have a lot of story prepared. So we're always going to have it a 3-comic, 3-arc story per story. And we're actually going to have it to where 10 comics make a full story, like 3
a volume or something.
Yeah, like a trilogy with then an annual that marks it up. So 1 to 10 is a story, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, things
I like
like
the
that.
planning. I like that kind of planning.
Yeah, for sure.
Structure.
Yeah.
So out of curiosity, look at this art, Joe. Look at that. That panel right there, that page right there.
I imagine that's a pinup or a cover. No.
Yeah, it's a team
the
cover.
cover.
It's the standard cover.
Okay, nice. I'll be looking forward to that. I can see it on the right there. Can you zoom in on the right PDF thing over there, Jerm?
The right PDF, zoom in on
just
it.
zoom in, so I can see the overlay with the title on it. You know what I mean? Can you zoom in on that?
Curious.
It's okay.
Try.
I thought you had skills, bro.
Not those kind of skills. I mean, I can screenshot it, bring it up in Photoshop, and zoom.
Dude,
in,
I'm a fan of Blade Runner. You need to enhance, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
hold on.
awesome.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go.
I love it.
Give me a
pull in.
second. That's my stuff, not your stuff. Give me a second.
Dude, don't show us
Okay,
all
you
your
ready?
private.
We're
Oh my
zooming
god.
in. We're
Oh,
zooming
look at that.
in.
He's getting my band
There
on
you
it.
go. It's pixel. Okay.
Yeah.
That's as enhanced as I can get.
That's pretty good. I wanted to see how I see you overlapped the characters on top of the titles,
Yes,
which is a cool way to go. I
Yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
right
know.
here with the head in the glove. Yeah, yeah.
Well done.
Yep.
Well
All right.
done.
Thank you.
Now I feel it.
The logo took us like years to do. I
Yeah.
can't tell you how many times we've changed that logo.
Years.
Is it on? Oh, there you go. Right
Yeah,
there,
there it
Joe.
is.
There's your bread and butter.
Dude, it's got like that like kind of folkiness to it, but also very sharp, and it feels like dangerous. Or,
A very Celtic,
Yes.
not inspired Nordic over here. But then, the whole text, the font, I get this '80s feel with the L's, but a very metal feel with the S's on the side and these S to T crosses. Like just excellent stuff.
It does bleed a little bit metal on that for sure.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes us feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
It says the logo took years. Don't feel bad, Jeremy. Would have taken decades. Whoa. Noah's on tonight. Is he drinking? What is he doing?
Huh? What?
I said Noah is on tonight. Is he drinking?
Noah's too young to drink. What are you talking about?
Well,
Yeah,
he
he
can
is.
still drink, dude. You know.
So the tongue, real quick, before we dig too deep, because we're still like in the first half an hour. Is there any part of the ugly tongues? I see a video here for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Oh,
Is there anything you would like to
go to Bandcamp if you want to listen? That's probably the best recorded stuff we have.
Yeah, we'll give it.
Is there anything you want us to show forth, or
you don't have to, but if you feel like it, yeah, that's great. So
Okay,
my
fine.
band is getting ready to have a live stream. That's the intro to our show. Cowbell.
You got some cowbell there, dude.
okay? Sorry, playing that over you talking, guys. Go check that out. Link in description. Can we do that?
Yeah.
We can do a link in. Put it
Link
in the
in
chat
chat?
right now. Yeah.
All right, word. We'll do.
In the meantime, yeah. What were you gonna say, Derek?
I was just going to
about your
say, my band's getting ready to do a live stream on March 19th. And so we will have
Where's that
like
at?
a
What city
live
is that in?
concert. We'll have it streamed to YouTube. So we'll put a link out
Okay.
there and let everybody get on and you can watch it.
Hell
So we
yeah.
just have a venue. We won't be in front of an audience. We'll just be at a studio live
Okay.
stream.
That's
So-
cool. I've seen some bands do that in the pandemic, which is disappointing, but at the same time, you're like, I'm glad I get to see something.
Yeah, right.
So
Well, we're introing a second singer and some new songs. So it's a good way to do that before we go out and actually play real gigs.
there you
So-
go. Herrenberg is hooking it up with a little extra too on the
Yeah.
Nice.
MP3s. Go check it out. Go to Bandcamp.
Thanks.
But yeah,
Howard.
we were saying this cover looks pretty tight. When you first see it, I think it's got the energy you need, and it's got a nice flow of the characters. Color
Thank
work
you.
is subtle and like kind of desaturated, but it works because it makes you feel like it's real because it's so
Yeah.
desaturated. But yeah, killer.
So I shoot archery backhand like that, even though Lars Anderson's been really popularizing the bringing it up over the other side,
Mhm.
Oh,
the
really?
draw side. But I'm my dad taught me elk hunting, so I love seeing people still staying true to the more Native American on this
cross
side of the boat.
What do they call it?
Yeah.
I forget.
You forget?
I just
Bro,
know
I
it's a
thought you were
thing.
true archer, bro.
I just know it's a
Uh,
thing.
I-
That's how you know I'm a true archer. I'm spending too
Yeah,
much
right.
time actually doing it rather than reading
right.
about it. You
That's
know,
right. He's
like,
not
come
out there on podcasts.
Uh,
But no, I appreciate you bringing that bit of information, Jaron. That's something I would not know.
I mean, this hammer axe thing, like as seeing it in action in some of the panels too,
Yeah.
it sounds like the writer was like, "Give me a hammer and an axe." I don't,
What?
Yeah, a little
because
bit of
it's so like to the
tell us
point, and so is the art. Yeah, let's go.
tell us the background on that.
So, well, there actually you'll see more of it in the second book, but
Yeah.
because we believe they did have better technology, we're not gonna have like
Mhm.
lasers or guns, but they made the pyramids, they made the Great Wall of China, so he can actually break down this into a number of weapons, into a hammer, into 2 axes, and a pike, and he'll
And
do
a
that in the
pike,
second
yeah.
book. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we go anymore, because that's the third time we've mentioned this, not only in your trailer and everything. Do you know the ancient God, what's his name? I had it before. There's I'll think about it.
You got to
I've
give me a
talked
little
about
bit
him
more
many
than that.
times on this show about prehistory, pre-Egyptian. There's 2 guys that talk about it a lot on Joe Rogan and other places. I'll think about it later. I promise I will, because I had it just 10
Okay.
minutes ago, but I'm letting it run.
Sure.
So let's keep going.
Sure.
Okay.
So the first thing I thought of when I saw this was one badass hammer axe, and what the hell kind of bone is that from?
Jawbone.
Like Samson.
Yeah, it's a
Jawbone.
jawbone.
Yeah, it's a jawbone. He's a beastmaster, so animals, are his thing. So he's fought animals and he fights pretty brutally. So I did think of Samson, because it's like, how brutal that would be to see somebody do something like that.
Gnarly.
Yeah, it's gnarly. So, and I thought, well, if we get these big, like ugly teeth hanging off of it, he could really mess some people up with that thing. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like something that they should have had at Bloodborne
Oh,
to
yeah.
really mess
Nice.
some people up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can maybe just check out some of the sequential stuff before we
Sure.
dwaddle.
I want to talk about the hammer axe just for a minute.
Oh,
sure,
cool,
go.
cool. Yeah,
While
go
you're
on.
there.
The hammer axe kind of came out of, we're going to have these guys facing off against giants and big beasts and things like that. And so I was like, what would hurt a giant? An axe might hurt, but I
Chop
want to
one
make
off
the
a toe.
axe. Yeah, it might chop off something, but I wanted it to be brutal, and I always thought about something that would just like splinter their shins, So I was like, a big hammer would really hurt. And I thought, what if it's like really nice and flat, almost like an anvil? So if you turn that upright, that's what it looks like.
Not just that, the weight hitting with a corner of that.
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
So I just thought this is going to be as brutal as I could probably get with one of those. So yeah,
It
that was
does
the
look
idea.
like the extra added metal there is going to be a lot of power behind that thing.
Yeah.
And it makes
says,
it.
Someone ancient? Is it your mom, dude?
That's awesome.
He's on point
Your
tonight,
mom,
man.
too?
He's really on point.
He's drinking the root beer, dude. The root beer. Is okay.
The weapon also gives him more mobility at how he kind of likes to fight too, because you could have a certain weapon where you can only swing it like one way, and he can do so many different things with it. It really gives him the freedom to be free and do exactly what he needs to or wants to.
There are
Yes.
Indian warriors, and I mean like Eastern Indian, that had it could have been Persians, I believe, too. They had these large spheres on the end of long staffs, and
Yeah.
they would, so using an axe in sort of a way, you're kind of doing Cloud with a Buster Sword and dancing around your weapon, more than
Right.
you're using the force with it, moving around. But it's just, I love the act. It just, you're hitting the variety that we get with a good D&D party.
For sure. For sure.
That's what we want.
Covering all
For sure.
of it.
So maybe you can give us like, as we go forward here, maybe give us a little bit of because I know you're going to break down the characters, but I'd rather look at the sequentials as you break down the characters. That way we kind of, it's a little more. You know what I mean?
Randall Carlson and God, that's the one. That's one of the two guys I'm thinking. Randall Carlson.
What does he look like?
Large guy, old beard, looks like Santa Claus, but he talks like a geologist.
Oh, yeah,
talking
yeah.
About like
Hancock.
the-
Hancock. What's his name?
Hancock. Yeah.
Hancock. What's his name? I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's his name though, for sure.
That's his last name. Yeah.
Yeah. Graham Hancock.
Graham Hancock. Yeah.
There you go.
Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson talk about prehistory, pre-flood, pre-Sumerian civilizations, postulating this idea that human civilization, this isn't the peak of it, that we hit the peak before, but cataclysms happen, asteroids happen, weather stuff happens, and basically knocks us right back to primitive age again. Is this kind of where you're driving, Celestials?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it would be awesome if you said yes.
Or
So-
better if
so-
you lied and said no.
No. So we're trying to make a mythology. Tolkien wanted to make a
Yes.
European mythology. We're making
Yeah.
a world mythology where it's one continent. I'm honestly focusing
Pantheon.
more on what I feel like really happened, because so many cultures have the same things in their mythology. But like, for instance, in India's ancient text, they have an event where like a bomb went off in the air and it took away a whole forest, and people who lived by it, their hair and nails fell out. And that sounds like a
Ooh,
nuclear
yeah.
bomb.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, it
Seems like
does.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And-
they
Go
are
ahead.
very, very advanced. We'll have explosions. I don't think we'll put like actual guns in it unless people that are behind us really wanted to go that. I don't feel like we ever get handcuffed where we
I don't
have to
like
do
that.
anything stupid.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
I don't
say
either.
no to guns.
Yeah.
I say no to guns. Keep this
Yeah.
the way it is.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just saying, we're always open to. But yes, they're not dumb. They
on.
understand DNA. They understand all those type of things.
If you're open to that, kind of think the way I did with the stuff I'm doing is, what do guns do? They send a projectile at a high velocity in a single
Just like a bow and arrow.
Just reinvent it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
go with the boomerang or go with the arrow,
Well,
but you can reinvent sending a projectile at that velocity.
Yes. I would rather do that because it's more inventive and creative, more fun for the story, because we can play with this and do whatever we want. And that's kind of the point of what we're,
because everything gets destroyed. The flood destroys it all, so that's why.
Right.
And even places could have felt like we will have the Atlanteans will be in the story. They will have a part, and then the Celestials themselves are a totally different thing that will explain some things as
this
well.
This is what makes me want to back a book like this. I want to hear what other creators are bringing to these ideas.
Right.
Hitting all the buttons right now. For me, this is my segue. For me, what draws me in most is I like that there's a background in mythology and there's like a world building there, but the characters are the things that like make me stay, or initially like make me forget that I'm reading a book is when I connect. And at that point I forget. So I want to know what kind of characters we're dealing with. And maybe who likes each other, like who's having conflict with one another, stuff like that. Is there things you can tell us?
Sure. So the 5 that you see in this, and we'll have way more than 5, honestly. Like, think of the X-Men, how big they would get with as many characters. The 5 that are in this, they've been together for a while. They are more of a family than a group. And I do believe, because of how they lived, how they fought is a part of their personality. The weapon they choose would honestly kind of how they live their life. Like our arrow guy, Sabra, he's kind of a glass half empty. He's harder to get to know. And so that's kind of in his fighting style as well. He's not in your face. He's actually, a lot of times people don't even know he's there. And he's kind of just watching the field, protecting the rest of them if they need help. And like you said, relationship-wise, Chiro here, that's kind of falling. Him and Sabra have like a big brother, little brother type of rivalry. They're always like jarring at one another and making fun of one another. Chiro's like the little brother of the group. Everyone loves him. He's the heart and soul. He's funny. He helps with he cooks and he helps with medication and things like that. But he's a fighter as well.
So comic relief on top of being a fighter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He is pretty funny, or at least we try to make him funny. We'll see if it comes across or not.
Right. That's the goal.
So
I want to flame on. I want to flame on a bit real quick. Guys, every panel has a bit of impact. And I don't mean that literally. I also mean that metaphorically. Right here, it could have simply been just the creature running.
Yeah.
I really like the way you did the shoe here, just by the accuracy on that angle, and I feel that that's good. But look at that leg going into the ground because of the weight of the creature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In this one, we got a panel break. So. We have a panel break and a motion blur happening that's blended properly. I was just talking to Joe about this technique too. You don't want to rely 100% on it. It's kind of like you just want it to. You want that motion blur to hit certain things, not everything. So
yes.
But the page break is great. Even in this one, the hand grading across the ground like where we see the dirt. It looks like there's a lot of attention put to every panel. At least
it works,
that pushing just a little bit more.
Right.
The Colonel never takes a break from flaming.
Sorry.
A slick quote from
Awesome.
Mo Biggs. What's up, Mo Biggs?
Hey, Mo.
I mean, look at that. Look how much blood's there.
Yeah. So that was the thing. I mean, we're trying to get the best.
Great.
When you're laying out panels, at least for me, I'm trying to get the most impact and tell the story at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, that's part of the craft and part of the excitement of it too. But I mean, Kevin and I worked pretty hard at that. Like we would sit down and usually storyboard together.
That's not what we did at first. Honestly,
No,
all
but
of this
we
was
kinda
learning.
ended up doing
I would just write it and give it to him, and it was like,
Yeah.
go.
but
And
it didn't work as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
We worked
No.
better when we sat down, storyboarded together, and hashed out a bunch of the junk, and then we were able to sift it down to, okay, this is what should be happening. And then, sometimes I would get inspired just by what I'm reading off his script, but sometimes I would struggle and be like, wait a minute, I'm not sure what you mean
It's
here.
just not-
and
when
but
you
then
put
we
it
would
down on
hash it out.
paper, when you put it on in your head and even written, it's like, this is going to be awesome. And then it's on paper and you're like, nope, we got to do
Yeah,
something
it
else.
doesn't work.
This does not.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't go on just the idea alone. You got to kind of go with
Right.
what's practical or just what feels right.
Have you guys, either of you guys, seen the movie? No, I've asked this of Joe, I know, but The Headhunter, it's an independent horror film.
I don't think so. No.
Okay,
No.
well, it's on YouTube for $10. You can rent it for a couple. Watch it. This whole character is really like reminding me of this dude. Like,
That's cool.
this is killer. No, not like you took from it, but I'm getting
No,
the
that's
same
cool.
like intensity from it, and it's
Yeah.
I think based on it, you guys would like that movie. Good horror movie.
Yeah, I like obviously the page, that one, the montage page, the way you did it is, it's pretty much the best part about comics, is because like this
You
would
got
be
the body part
this would
here, but
instantly
the scene here, it's
well, yeah, this would instantly make a TV show crappy. Same thing with a movie, but in a comic it makes it awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of the things we do well over here in the books.
This
Take
is
that
what
film.
happens to us on Art Bros all the time. Hey, bro,
Yes.
chill the F out and grab a shoulder. It's like, I don't think so, bro.
That's right.
Dude,
That's
you
exactly
can't-
right.
Daddy's
Someone
dropping
grab
diamonds.
this and put our heads on it, please.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you have the permission to use it. Use it all you want.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fine.
I'll have to.
So
But
good.
again,
next
like
time.
you were talking about their relationships,
Yeah.
Adelburn and Mare here. Adelburn's the oldest, but Mare's the leader. And because something happens, like I said, and changes what's going on, they're kind of having an argument of how to handle it
Mhm.
and what to do. And so you see it here, and it gets kind of even personal, where one's calling the other out on stuff. And it's kind of messed up that he does it, but it makes sense because of what's going on. And
Makes me
So-
think when Frodo drops the ring in the movie, drops the ring on the mountaintops right after they decide to change direction, and instead of just friendly giving it back like Tolkien does, you guys went a little bit further than that and said, no, let's create conflict out of that. Just
Yeah,
that
grab a
one
little bit
moment.
extra.
It hits real good.
I dig it. I
went
like
to that panel a few times. I was like, just showing that one frame of that actually made the whole page make sense.
it's just the fact that
so good.
like visually, without seeing the words, it automatically you think like extra conflict.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
good.
I see the automatic problem with an old dude that's not the leader, that wants maybe to be the leader, or just sees the recklessness from maybe the.
well, it's more because Adelburn is very religious and looks at things as destiny, and Mare's family was such a big part of changing and saving their world. He feels like they're meant for stuff where Mare's at the point he doesn't believe in that anymore. He's been to all these places, and that's the last thing he thinks of any. So that's they kind of think polar opposites with that. Mare doesn't believe in destiny or anything like that now.
Now, for the sake of the show, Joe, I'm sorry. I've been a little bit more like involved in this one because I've been watching it. I guess
I don't care.
You know,
as long as you say
but
good stuff.
There's 15 minutes more. There's 15 minutes more, and I'm just below the half mark of it. So I want to make sure that they get to pitch everything before we go through it all.
Yeah. So, well, I just want to like get Murph through all the characters, and then we'll go through the perks and stuff.
All right,
Sure.
all right.
And then so Zune's there. She's the female. She's the second in command. She keeps them all together. She's the wise voice. She's the calming voice. And she's the only one that has a weapon that doesn't kill, but she can still kill with it as a bow. Like she gets that going. You get knocked out, you can be dead. Not saying she's against it. It's just works for her. It really does kind of symbolize who she is as a calming force that can kick ass when need to be. She's kind of the smartest too, I would say, as well. Very clever.
So
knows what to do.
The like the
Tactician.
the council, the good
Strategist,
council.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Chris Fisk says that cat is hungry. Hungry. I thought.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was mine.
sorry. It doesn't. Every stream, she jumps up to open the door. I've put books in front of the door. It's just.
The cat meowing in the background. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
gotcha.
sorry.
Yeah,
There's nothing I can do. Every time
Jealous.
she's been
Nothing
I
fed.
can do.
I've fed her before the stream. I have the headphones on. Welcome to my life.
Yeah, I feel you.
Nice.
This is the panel I was talking to Joe about.
Yes.
Was this one? I was
Nice.
like, I played that in Rollmaster.
Oh, yeah.
I did that. So
Okay.
it like whatever you all captured here, I think I said it in that episode. You guys are capturing something that I think a lot of us have felt if we're into those games or into those stories.
And even if you're not, like, because I never played D&D, even though I was around
Yeah, I
a lot
never
of people
have.
that did.
Yeah.
But still.
Oh,
I
I'm the
dig what you're
nerd.
doing.
I'm the nerd.
You're the
I
nerd
never-
tonight.
I never knew.
Most of my
I never
brother
knew
played
anyone
it.
that played it.
Yeah, my brother
Denial's
played
not
it.
just a river in Egypt, bro. Okay, that's
No,
all
I
I'm
just
saying.
got to tell you,
Alright.
I'm totally into D&D. I love it. I love the
All right.
concepts
I knew
of it and
one of you
everything,
had
but
it.
I never got to play.
Well, looks like we're
Yeah, I never-
balanced.
Yeah, I never. Not against it.
Not
I mean,
against it. Never
we
played
have-
it. You all
We
could
have
do the
video
artwork.
games because of it, right? Didn't D&D open all that
For
stuff
sure.
up?
You all could
Yep,
Zelda.
blow up that one. Give us some remaining character bios, and let's see what's happening here.
So this is our third cover, our wraparound. All of our covers actually happen in the book. Now, not that exact look. It might be a different camera angle or in between two panels, but we didn't want to false advertise. Both me and Derek hate it when we buy a book because it's got an awesome cover and then it never happens in the book.
Right.
So
Me
that
too.
was
Right.
that's basically what we used to decide for what covers. The other covers an homage. Derek,
Oh,
I
that's a
always forget
wraparound.
that. Well, yeah, that's the wraparound. Then we have the homage where it's Mare and the Beast. Who is? I always forget the guy, Derek. Who's the artist?
Mike Zeck. It's an homage to Mike Zeck.
Mike Zeck.
Yep.
For
Mike Zeck
the-
drew so many great covers back in
Hmm.
the 80s and some
Okay.
of the 90s. And he drew a lot of G.I. Joe. He drew the Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars covers.
The original.
And then that is an homage to Cap versus Wolverine.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, not this
is it
one.
181?
It's,
Yeah, the other.
Oh, which one is it? Sorry, my
the
bad.
one up where he's fighting the beast.
The
Kind of
beast
orange.
This one?
Yeah,
No,
No,
that's not
keep
a
going.
beast.
it's up.
It's up.
That one
Right there.
There.
Yeah, that one. That's what I. Yeah, that's what
So if you could imagine Cap in place of the Beast and Wolverine, where Mare with the axe is, that's what it was.
Dude, and it's a sweet cover. I think
Thank
they got
Oh,
a good
it's
selection
ballsy,
here.
dude. As soon as you hit that thing in the horn, look at that claw coming on the left. That's more like a slice and dodge roll, barrel
Yeah,
roll,
man.
do a barrel roll.
Dude, your whole comic. I don't know if you guys are gonna be vegging out tomorrow and just playing Elden Ring like me, but I will be
It's
doing
getting
that.
really good reviews.
Yeah, getting the best reviews, which is a good sign. But yeah,
It
that's
doesn't
what I'll
have
be
to
doing.
be great. It's just another Souls game.
Dude, if you can play it, if you got the skills, come join me, bro.
Wait a
Can
minute.
we
is
look
it
at the
multiplayer?
perks?
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, let's look
Well,
at the perks.
Though it does seem like it's the most approachable for. I'm telling everybody. for Elden Ring.
Anyway, don't get him on that, guys. So
I know. We're just going to the perks, Jerem. Let's talk about the perks.
Okay,
Uh,
go
So-
first, Joe.
You know, we've only been in like the independent Comicsgate world for like 8 or 9 months. We kind of fell into it. We were just going to sell our book like at little cons, and so since then we've just been listening to everyone. Everyone's told us keep your first campaign very simple. So we went with 3 covers. You can get all the covers. You can get a digital.
So the
because
physical copy right here, the number 3 to the next to it, is that meaning 3 physical copies?
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
3 separate covers.
That's why
That's
that
a,
45 price tag's on there, guys.
It's
Yep.
pretty low for it being how many pages?
30.
30.
Dang.
It's still pretty good because you do the math, and that means you're doing what, a $15 book,
That's
right?
90 pages between all three of them. If that's
Yeah.
right across the board.
Yeah, so you get a wraparound cover, an homage cover, and then the team cover.
Nice. That's a good one because I think all the covers are good enough. I mean, not every campaign I see every cover that I actually want.
This
but
looks good. This is
these
good.
are pretty
That's good.
evenly
That's
good across the board.
Those
here.
are good cover choices too. Those are great.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean,
You really played
no.
your strengths on that one.
well, and that's because part of it was that, if we're going to do these different covers, I wanted them to do different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to just make a different cover for the sake of having a different picture, but the same
we were
style.
enamored with every one of them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we digging them.
good choices.
Thank
So
you.
digital copies are available for $7, guys. I know our group's not necessarily for them. Like, guys, come up here. You'll get 3 physical books. And is the digital copy of all digital of the 3?
Just
Yeah.
the one issue. It's just
Guys,
the one issue.
that's the
right?
best. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
just
so
the first issue?
Digital.
Yeah, they're all the same book, just with different covers.
Yeah, just
Okay,
different.
okay.
Yeah.
I want to
my
know
bad,
their
my bad,
take
my
on
bad.
digital, though, while we're on the subject.
We
I mean,
we did it just because of how bad shipping is.
Shipping
Yeah.
has been, yeah.
And-
Yeah, so
Nefarious.
if people want to do it
Global
across the
Frequency
world.
did that too.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make it available to as many people as can get it, and if they're going to back it because it's digital, then that's awesome. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, here, my only problem with that is that you're giving it to them for half off, it looks like. I would keep it at the same price just so you don't encourage like people that could get it shipped and choose digital instead. But that's just my call. You guys can do it. I think yours is just the
he's
same.
Italian. He's family Italian. Look, he's too nitpicky with
Well-
his bank account. No, seriously,
Dude,
trust
look.
me on this one.
Yeah.
Trust me on shut up, Joe. Trust me on this one. Physical copies, you get 3 books, and you get the digital copies too, guys. That's a good bind. Digital copy. I wouldn't even, if you're into this, if $7 all you got, go for it. But dude,
Right.
variant cover, go for it. Joe, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. I love
No
you.
worries, dude. You disrespected me, bro. And for that, I cannot forgive you. No, this looks like a good deal. I like knowing everybody's take on digital because I don't think there is a correct answer. Because one end, you're disappointing international fans, and on the other end, you're kind of, I don't know, pretty much giving into, the whole unartistic world of comics. So, but whatever. So.
Okay,
And we gave-
I guess what I was saying was that just selling a digital copy, we get that, but
Sure.
this makes sense if you had just one book, digital copy, and a physical copy. Like you pay the price for the physical copy, but it comes with the digital variant. That means that the
Yes.
shipping cost is a problem, or the shipping difficulty is a problem. At least they get the digital copy. Eventually they'll get the physical. That's what Global Frequency
exactly
did.
right.
And I'm followed up behind that. So I guess Joe's problem is this tier. It's
Mostly,
just
yeah.
a digital copy for $7. So
Sure.
Well,
No biggie. It's just an
No
opinion,
biggie,
guys.
no
Yeah,
biggie,
I get what you're
biggie.
saying.
He's
But for
pedantic
us,
Italian. Just listen to him.
the only thing I would
love
say
him.
on that is that they're not getting,
Yeah.
some people are not getting that physical. They're only getting the digital. And so I'm thinking, I don't know if I could justify making it the same price as getting a physical copy. Does that make sense?
And
Yeah.
we're new. We're new. We
We wanted to make
we
it
want to
easy.
make an ease of access
Yeah.
for
Cool.
people. That
Like I said,
you know,
there's no right answer. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Everybody has their own feelings, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's tough. The shipping has been really tough on everybody. And
Seems
it's
like
kind of
Collision
forced
Bomb
hands.
already backed you guys, but
Thank you.
Thank you.
which is awesome. But we will not get her gleam tonight. However, what we will get is hopefully someone else like 24 Eyes with his owls.
yes.
If every one of his
They'll think
owls
away.
bought a book,
Ooh.
how many books?
Hold on, count those owls. Does that mean
I think he's
24?
throwing up
Seven?
6 things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 2 is
14.
It's still
14.
not
That's
24
way less than
eyes.
24, but yeah. It's all good. He doesn't care about
But if
anything else.
every owl had a third eye, then what?
6 times 3, that's 18.
On this episode, of the
Jeremy like
Twilight-
throws out the math and doesn't answer it. He's like, what's that?
No, it's good. It's for fun.
Okay, so tell us
Homage
your single issue tiers here.
Good.
So yeah, that's our homage cover for the Mike Zeck, right? I always forget his name, Mike Zex. And Mayor kind of, I've talked about him. He's got a lot of Wolverine in him. Actually, the one cool thing I always loved about Wolverine is because he was so many places for so long. If they went somewhere, he would always know someone. Mayor has that he's been in so many cultures and so many war. If they go to a different place or region, there's going to be someone who knows him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's got a lot of the Conan, Wolverine type of stuff. And so Derek just came up with that. He thought that would be a perfect, and it really went well, even with the color scheme too. And we wanted a team cover because it is a team. Mayor is the main character in this issue, but it really is team. They're all going to have big parts, just like the X-Men. You know what I mean? It's
right.
That's how we're
so
taking
the
it
homage and the
story-wise.
main cover are 15. The
And
wraparound
then-
is a little more.
a little bit more,
Little bit more.
20.
Okay.
20. And
so
we did prices by looking at other people's campaigns. Covers seem to be the big thing, so that's what we went with outside of anything else, outside of like our stretch goals.
Mhm.
So that's really what we kind of just went on is the covers and then having the stretch goals. So we did actually meet our 2,000 goals. So now we are into our first
head back
stretch
up
goal
there,
at
Jeremy. Let's see
3,000.
what
Yeah,
the-
that's before I head back up there, I want everyone to make sure they can take notice that $20 USDA, you get the wraparound cover. Now, I've done a wraparound cover for my own. We all kind of went goo-goo-eyed over that wrap cover. $20 gets you that wrap cover and the digital copy. Joe wants me to run all the way back up to that
I know.
top.
I
Now,
like
I'm
how you
gonna
said
ask the same
USDA.
question.
Like me.
Is
USDA.
that
Yes.
is this the wrap cover?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes,
So-
it is.
Meaning that you're getting that at a sweet discount.
Yes.
So you get the 45, you get the sweet discount. Okay, now it all makes sense. I thought you guys were giving us a straight, even, same price for each book. That's
Oh,
cool.
no.
So yeah, definitely the best bet is the $45 3-issue bundle and the
Yes.
digital.
Excellent.
Heck
So let's do a refresh.
Yeah.
217.
At 58 backers. Whoop. We're at 59, but it has not done the update on the.
Oh,
Oh,
On
yeah,
Monday.
awesome.
Should
nice.
have done it.
It will eventually. It's a little
Yeah.
later.
That's all right.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Check it in a minute. For right now, Jerm, I'm going to cover something for Star Circuit. We'll
Yes,
come
sir,
right
bro.
back and check the number.
Yes, sir, bro.
So, real quickly, guys, I am running low on the main cover for Star Circuit. If you've not seen my book, it's a cyberpunk racing book that's so close to 20K. We're under $50 away from 20K. It would be really great to do that.
We need more books of that cover. So guys, sell them out so he makes more prints.
Well,
Okay, 'cause we're
here's the
gonna
deal.
need more of those.
This is how it's going to happen. You led me right into this, Jerm. So this book is not going to be reprinted with the same cover. This is the last time you can get the main cover. There's only
Ooh.
less than 10 left. When we do switch over, it will be taken off Indiegogo. We're going to my website, and these will be the new covers, the variant cover, and then this will be the black cover, which is a generic cover. So everybody that gets Indiegogo covers, the main cover by me, you're the only ones that'll ever get that cover.
That's awesome.
So definitely
FOMO.
a good way to get in.
FOMO.
You cannot miss out. Even though I really enjoy the new generic black cover, it does look like something you might want to have in your bookshelf as well. I will be
Does it?
keeping the variant.
But does it?
Oh man, that's really large. But does what?
All right. So
Anyway, so just so you keep it in your mind's eye here, remember, you don't have very long. I only have a few left. So go back it very quickly, and we'll get it to you quick. I will be switching over from Indiegogo to my website, which will be veraviastudios.com, and we'll have everything I do there, plus original art sales and everything else. So that's something. Jerm, do you have your page up? And then we'll jump back to Ballad.
Guys, if you all go to zaidstudios.com, there is a website that we have for absolutely everything Zaid Studios. From the game over here in the center section, you can scroll down and find out everything about the trailer and all the information to figure out more about the world. On Steam, it's a free download. You can play our prototype for experimental JRPG that mixes Punch-Out with Final Fantasy. But if you're interested in the comic book that we're doing, we got BECKONED RECOURSE. Sign up is up now. I am in the middle of working on the book right now, so you guys can check it out. Right click and open a new tab to really get a good look at some of the details going on in this stuff.
It looks fantastic, man.
Thank you very much. And guys, just go sign up.
It's one of the best covers around.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
I just want to say your logo also is one of the best. It's one of my favorite logos.
I was going to say that,
stolen-
Derek, when we were working on it, Derek kept talking about your logo. Like, we want something like that. Yeah.
I didn't
Well-
realize it, Jeremy, but you kind of stole it from Dark Souls in a way, in a weird
No,
way.
no.
Not necessarily
We're
the way
2
you're
minutes
thinking.
over and he
That's
says
awesome.
this. Come on, Joe. What are you saying?
All right, I can bring
Two
for the
minutes
next
over?
episode. Let me bring it up now. I'll bring it up now.
What are you saying? I took off dark. No, I got a secret. There's a secret in this logo that
Oh, I
none
know.
of you know. None of
Oh,
you
I know.
Joe. You
I
don't
know
what it
these
is.
guys don't know, but I know.
And I took that from Dark Souls. Are you serious? No.
You must have been inspired by it, dude.
It's 2015, bro. No. Don't. No. You did that right.
Bring it
now
up.
on
So
our
Dark Souls has this ring motif because that's very much the firebrand. And
minor planets, not ring.
so I don't know if you know, but in Dark Souls, I don't know. It's
Elden
really not.
Ring,
That's why I said
all
it only
that.
in a way. It's like in the
You
negative space.
can't wait to play Elden Ring. I get it.
Of course,
I
dude.
get it. I get it.
It might be the best game of all time.
Oh yeah, better than BECKONED on Steam right now. Free.
Yes.
Go play
No,
it.
I
guys.
still support. I still support. Check it out, guys. Wearing
Nice.
BECKONED.
Awesome.
Wearing BECKONED.
Yeah, Joe's wearing the shirt. Yeah.
So
Very
yeah,
cool.
the logo's all right. You know. No, I really enjoy it, dude. I obviously wear the shirt weekly. Wear it
Sorry,
at my
we
local
thought
Publix.
bringing it up was a good thing. We should. Sorry, our bad.
It's okay, dude. I just thought I'd bring it up because I noticed there was like a connection there. I don't know.
Nice.
Who's the country singer that sings "I Got Friends in Low Places"?
Garth?
Garth, yeah.
Garth Brooks. Joe, go dye your beard like Garth Brooks.
Dude, I will be trimming this thing. I'll be a
You'll be
clean shaven
dying.
baby next time. So
Pitch black dye. That's what you're gonna do, bro. Pitch
dude,
black dye.
like
right here.
like Native American black. Just like
No,
very-
I didn't say that. You did,
dude,
guys.
that is-
Audience,
they have the-
I didn't say that. He did.
don't make it out like it's a bad thing. They've got the best black hair around, dude. Come on.
Yeah. So
So anyway, you got this sweet prototype of a game. You got to sign up for BECKONED. So
You're-
that is in the description as well as Star Circuit.
Yeah, guys, just sign
yes.
up. I just need you to sign up. Look, the Photoshop, the actual work going into. Oh, hold on, that's other stuff. The actual work going into stuff is always happening. I'm working all around pages right now, doing.
It'll be out next year. No, I don't
It'll be out in 5 years. No.
16 years.
Everyone's making fun of me because how much this takes, but yeah.
You see the detail. Good Stuff is saying nice.
Yeah,
And,
thank you, good stuff.
Ocean
Go
says-
sub to good stuff.
I think
I
you
might have hit a
nerve.
nerve with Jeremy's logo. I'm sorry.
Maybe.
You said
man.
Beacon looked amazing, bro.
I know it looks amazing, but you need to know why it looks amazing. And the fact that you brought it up like that makes me defensive. I'm sorry, Joe.
It's all
Got
good, dude.
a little weak on myself. I'm sorry.
You really didn't. Look how much it did not direct steal. I just like.
I know. I don't know what you were referencing. I really don't.
I'll show you later. Bring up there a page and we'll close out on ballads.
Ballad of Celestials, guys, go
Yeah.
get it. I've been geeking out about this for a while. Been talking
So
about it.
the bottom of our page is our first stretch goal at 3,000 to have a metal black and white card, and the card will actually. So that's the 5,000 once we hit. So the card will actually work in a future game we'll have down the road in a card game because cards have some influence in the world. And
Mhm.
so it's going to be nice to have. It's metal because that means it's an armor card. It's a card where they have their actual armor on. So we got to get it made to start showing it now. We kind of
I dig
hit
that
the
one a lot.
What?
I dig your card a lot. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all. That's all, Derek. He doesn't have this armor yet, but it will be represented in the book in like a dream sequence. It's something he's going to get down the road, but that's that's very badass looking armor.
Very
And like
Heck
I
yeah.
said with the weapon, their armor kind of clicks together as well because of the
Mhm.
technology they have. So
Mhm.
it's not as cumbersome as you'd think, like at the
Chainmail.
Dark Ages. Yeah.
You just got chainmail hanging on your computer chair, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. I about wore it today.
Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that. That's awesome.
I about wore it.
How heavy is your chair, dude?
Hold on.
Dude, you need to like do some Office Space parody with that chainmail or
No
something.
doubt.
Oh, sweet. Let me make you big, dude, because this is an Art Bros exclusive.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh man, I
There
want my
you
own
go, dude.
chainmail.
There you go.
How much
Chainmail.
was that?
Dang.
Huh?
How much does that cost?
I actually took the sleeves off. So it was originally $500 and I found it at a Ren fair. And then I decided to take the sleeves off because it was long sleeves. So I made chain coifs and other stuff out of it. But dude, yeah.
God damn,
I was
dude.
gonna armor up before getting on this, but it was too
Man,
late.
that's awesome.
Too
That is
late. Speaking of being too late, we are just about out of time. Guys, tell us any remaining little tidbits, and we'll check the final score of what we got on the Gleam.
Ooh.
So we got a lot of story to tell. Again, it's called Ballad of Celestials because the Celestials have a big thing to do with our world, but we're not telling you what they are, who they are, or what they can do, but they're fully fledged out characters. It's not like winter's coming and it takes forever and it doesn't mean anything. So that's a kind of, if you like mythology or fantasy, you'll like this. And then the Celestials kind of bring their own mix into the world as well. So a lot of action.
Yeah.
It's a first act of a story, like a first act of a movie. So tons of action in this book, a lot of information, but we try to do the show, don't tell, and not bog it down. So
Nice. Well, if
Can I
sneak
give
some
one
money
more
away-
plus to their artwork? Fabrics.
Yeah.
Your all's fabrics are great.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Thank you.
nice compliment, bro.
It is.
Yeah.
You don't get good
so-
fabric.
Burn
Yeah, this looks
Hogarth,
great.
man.
Oh,
I learned that
Hogarth,
from
yeah.
Burn Hogarth. Yeah.
Yeah. He does teach about everything pretty much really well. So this looks great. Jeremy, did
Thank
you,
you.
refresh to get a new number for us?
Your mom refreshes. I love you. dude.
Dude, it's low.
nice.
2045.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Heck yeah, guys.
awesome.
If I ever get money again, now that,
Dude,
got a
no.
wedding coming up and stuff.
It's crazy how many good books are out there. I can't tell you. Like, I always want to back
It's
on the
true.
first night it comes out, but I don't get paid every week. So I
Right.
Yeah.
hate not being able to back like the first day.
Yeah, same here, dude.
You guys launched on Bancroft, right?
Yeah.
Just last
Nice.
night.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
No, like 2 or 3
Oh,
weeks
no.
ago.
It was
Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Last night
Two?
was Cerebrum, bro.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
Yeah.
My bad. I was talking about that at the beginning. You're right. Sorry, scrambling my
Dude, which I missed. I was sick this week, and dude, I was like trying to like stay awake, but that's how it goes. NyQuil, baby. So I don't know why
guys,
he's saying
hey, you
shots
guys
fired
got-
for.
Everyone, they got 4 days left. Not 40. That's a typo. 4 days left. Back this. You
You have to back it now.
Oh man, we
You
should.
know?
Yes.
We should. That's
That's
smart.
good.
That's smart. Yeah, that's.
I'm really glad you guys are making books because I'm glad everyone
Thank
that
you.
has a unique story that we don't have to rely on giant corporations that don't really care anymore about making the good stories. I'm glad you're here making the good stories.
Yes.
I hope you're the best.
Thank you.
I'm sure Jeremy does too. Tell us where we can find you out in the interwebs, and we'll go from there.
My Twitter is right there at KJMurphy518. That's usually the most news. Derek, what's your Twitter? It's weird.
Oh, geez, it is
Oh, it
weird.
is
That's why I
weird,
can
yeah.
never
It is
remember.
weird.
Just look up,
It's like
Yeah.
D8
look up
Sex,
D-Rock or
It's
Derek.
Dirk, Sex,
Derek
Dirk,
Clay. If you look
at
me up like that, you'll find me.
Yeah.
And then
If
we
you
have a
find Murph, you'll
YouTube,
find me.
and we have a YouTube every
Say your
Tuesday
real
night
name. I was
at
gonna
8:00. Murph and Dirk duke it out.
Okay, duke it out. Nice. I will.
Dirk-
I will have to
Dirk-
go sub over that way.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Make sure
Dirk-
tag me on the
yeah.
next one. Tag me on your
Uh,
next post on about it, and I'll definitely, if I miss it, going out of here
Yeah,
because I got.
Dirk, please, because I was rude. Could you please say your connect again?
He doesn't know it.
Oh no,
Oh, he
you're
doesn't
fine.
know it.
man.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's
Fine.
Derek Dirk Clay. If you just look up, look up Derek Dirk Clay, it'll come up. It's
Derek
weird.
Clay, right?
It's
Derek Clay. Yeah.
well, it's D-Rock. It's also D-Rock, so it's kind of weird.
All right.
You'll find me. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
Jeremy, where can we find you on the world, my bro?
Barking up your tree, apparently.
Yep. Oh man, find him at
No,
Ren
it's-
Fairs everywhere.
It's Studios 8 on Twitter. Reverse that, and you get it all on everywhere else. So Zaid Studios.
Heck yeah. And I'm just a bro. No, I'm Catapano Art out there. You can find me playing Elden Ring tomorrow. My cat. No, I'm not going to say my tag. You can find me out there in the Twitters and check out my Indiegogo for Star Circuit. That is the best way you can help me is to take some books off my hands.
Nice.
Check all the Indiegogos, guys.
Well, that of course.
Check
Man,
all
there's
of them.
so many good. Like it's crazy. Like
February is
honestly,
nuts.
you think
Good
with how many things are out there, you think there'd be a lot more crap than good. But it's crazy. Like there's a lot of great ideas, a lot of really good artwork, but it's really weird.
Keep bringing
For
the
sure.
censorship, people.
Yeah.
We're gonna get better.
Hey, I love that Lord of the Rings Amazon isn't doing well. That'll
Yeah.
help us.
It is great.
Just
It
keep
is
going, guys. Pressure makes diamonds.
Dude, that super fans debacle was the best thing I've ever seen. Have you seen that where the super fans video got taken down because it was
Yeah.
so like rehearsed and like bullshit? That's the best.
I haven't seen. I'll have to check it out, man.
Oh,
Don't
it's
check.
terrible.
That
The
sounds
one guy
they
talks
pulled down
about
the video, but you'll have to go to other people's videos.
Oh,
to find
okay.
the
I bet
clips.
somebody has it.
the one guy talks about dating Sauron. He's like,
Yeah,
I can
so-
fix him. It's like what?
Ajnaz dubak tuluk, Ajnaz gimbatuk, Ajnaz dubak tuluk, Ambazamishi grimbatul, Dabrazamishi makagushu daru.
Exactly, Jeremy. Whatever you're saying.
Black
Exactly.
speech of Mordor. Don't get me up in here. I'm ready.
There's a guy called Giant, I think Slayer the Giants maybe on YouTube that he breaks down each one of the guys on the Superfans video and like goes to the background and checks out all their history. None of them have ever read a Tolkien book before. It's like,
So bad. So
crazy.
bad.
No, it is really bad.
Love it.
Like
That's
it's
bad. No, it means that people are graduating and getting jobs and these things they don't have the business doing. If you're going to be a
Right.
journalist and a writer, you have to make the time to indulge in what you're going to write about. You can't just
well,
Yes.
it's not
write.
even that. These are
No.
people that the Amazon
Stupid.
pulled.
Stupid.
They pulled random
Actors.
people, called them a
They're just
super fan,
actors.
and then yeah,
Stupid.
yeah.
Yep.
Stupid.
they just
Stupid.
pull
Everybody
people
crack
that can hit
circuit.
all the boxes.
Go back some CG books, guys.
I know,
It's
dude.
better than this crap we're talking about.
we love all you out there. Yes, again, we'll confirm I'm Crackpack, and I will see you guys next week with Art Bros at a regularly scheduled time at Wednesday. It's been real. This Sunday I'll be doing a stream. I think I'll have Jake from our favorite Cobalt series with his new book.
Oh,
So
cool.
Sunday, check that out.
Nice.
Jeremy and
Yes,
the rest
sir.
of the crew, thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank
Thanks
you
for having us.
It's not like
Yeah.
you're giving me a choice.
No, I don't. You have to be here, otherwise I'll not wear the shirt anymore. Okay.
Thank you for wearing the shirt. Love you, man. And guys,
out.
thanks for bringing Celestial. Guys, you all have back some books. Thank you for
So
coming to
long.
our
Awesome.
bros. Woohoo!
Peace.
Hell.